Hey, fantastic fam. Welcome to our community where we combine the woo and the work. We are two professional women who believe we can have it all and constantly upgrade ourselves to meet our visions. I'm Kalyani and I've chosen the off-roading path to personal development, being an entrepreneur with the journey of motherhood. I'm an economics postgraduate and I love working with all things mind and money. I've founded and sold one business and I'm now building this business that feels like fun and freedom for life.
Hi, I'm Rupali. I'm a numbers nerd turned Reiki master and many other things. I found a passion for all things wellness. I've worked in banking and finance for 15 years and I love combining that knowledge with all things energetics to create impact in a fun, easy way for others. Join us as we share the behind the scenes of us creating wealth, freedom and magic. Hi everyone. So, have you ever found yourself saying that you have to work very hard to make money, or have you heard people around you saying things like this? Then that means that you hold such a belief. Now, how does someone identify if they do hold the belief if you're not fully sure? Then examine the way you talk. Do you often say, I have to work hard for everything? Unless I work hard, nothing works out. Um, the similar kind of along those lines. Notice patterns in your self-talk around money and work. Then reflect on family and societal conditioning. So did your parents or mentors or society at large reinforce the idea that you have to struggle for money? Think about how do you feel? Assess your emotions. Do you feel guilt if you're not working, or anxiety about making money more easily? Or you feel that you have to be productive constantly, otherwise you won't make enough, or if you're not constantly working, then you won't progress in your life, in your career. Is that something you often end up feeling or thinking? Then this podcast episode is for you. If you want to overcome this belief, then that's obviously a choice you have to make. And if you choose to want to overcome it, then I have a small framework that I was wanting to share with you. So I think that the first step that I would do is kind of look for proof of why this belief could be true. So there may be people in your surrounding, friends, family, extended kind of acquaintances that may have worked very, very hard and sacrificed a lot in their lives and are super wealthy now, and potentially are still continuing to work very hard. So that's one example of it being true. Look at other examples. Is there any other evidence of it being true? Then do the opposite. Look for evidence of ease. Identify people who have created work without having to created wealth without constantly having to work or without the constant struggle. And just observe them and just reflect on what it is that they do. So that's evidence of ease. Have you noticed, some people always are full of energy, always have so much time, yet they're doing so well. Things always seem to be coming easy for them, and you think, oh, I always have to work hard for money, but look at them. So let's flip the narrative. Don't look at them as, oh no, like she gets it and I don't, or he gets it and I don't. Look at that as an opportunity that if it's possible for her or him, it's possible for me. Because you're debunking this myth, this belief, right? Then think about kind of, in your day to day, observe these things. What are people around you achieving with ease? What are they doing? What are they saying? How are they behaving? Just observe that so that it's more kind of, you're kind of practicing to notice more and more ease in the people around you's lives. And that's kind of really programming it into your mind that people out there do have it easy and it is possible to do it with ease. And hence, because it's possible for at least one other person, then the belief of I always have to work hard for money, or everyone, unless you work hard for money, you don't make money, that belief is in question. Then reframe your mindset. Start saying money can flow to me easily. Think about the times where you've done the least amount of work, but from a different energy and mindset, and see how and when results have really been a lot better than you anticipated. But it was just such a quick, easy thing you did, and it worked out really well. So that's an example of just working with ease. When you're doing it with ease, your nervous system is regulated. Your creativity is at peak, or is working really well. So in times when you're working with ease, when your nervous system is regulated, you feel like you have time and space, your creativity is working and to its best, you're coming up with some really insanely genius ideas and things that you've never noticed before that were right in front of you. That's really working with ease. And it's in those moments that the biggest revelations have come out to be. So really see in your life, how is it that you can do more of it, and practice saying things like, money can flow to me with ease. Other people have it, and so I can too. Because the universe has no bias. The universe does not favor some people and not others. It's always a choice you have to make. So if you want to stay in the mindset that, it's hard work, go for it. That's something that's also a choice. But if you feel like after having heard this, you want to try and give it a go and change that mindset, these are a few things I would do that I've just mentioned earlier. And practice receiving. I think that a lot of us have resistance against receiving, which is also why we have to prove to ourselves that we are worthy of receiving through hard work. So I've worked hard, so I deserve it. We feel guilty for receiving when we've not worked for it. So practice receiving. Allow the abundance into your life without attaching it to overwork. Notice when money comes from unexpected sources and really express gratitude. If someone's, it's little things. If someone's giving you a helping hand, take it, appreciate it, and say thank you. If your spouse is saying, oh, let me do this for you, don't say, no, I'll manage, don't worry. Maybe just, even though you can manage, and that's great, maybe allow yourself to receive. Try and delegate tasks that people can do. Trust that taking breaks and delegating tasks does not mean you're losing money, but actually creates more space for creative and efficient opportunities. So that's really kind of, my take on how you can break the belief. And once you break it, you'll see a new approach opening up where effort is aligned, it's not exhausting, and money can come from flow, value, and ease. So let us know your thoughts. If you tried, do drop us a DM, and we'd always love hearing from you. All right, that brings us to the end of the episode.
We would really appreciate your feedback as reviews on the podcast app you tune in from. Support us also by sharing this podcast with 3 of your besties who would benefit from being fantastic.